Hey everyone, as promised, you each and Neha is back again with the next video of the interview series, How to Crack Any Interview. Any interview. Let me confirm before that, starting that, have you watched the earlier video of the same series? If yes, then do continue. If not, then I'm mentioning the link of the same in the caption of this video. Go and watch that first, then come here and we'll continue with the further videos of the same series. So in this video of this series of cracking any interview, I'm going to cover a very common question. Very common question, because this is a question where there are possibilities that your almost every interview can start with this question. And as you'll understand the things which are most common, the answer of that becomes more difficult, because there are lots of available answer. But how to know that our interview want to listen this particular part? Our interviewer already knows lots of thing about us, then how can I defer my answer in the particular question? So here I am today to tell you how to answer the question, introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. Why doing a video on this a very simple question is important? Because the interviewer already has your CV. He already knows your background. He already knows almost everything which is relevant to get a job. But still, why this person is asking you this question to you? To check that how you can restrict yourself on fact, how you can restrict yourself on the important pointers, and how you can summarize the things. That's what the main motive is of that interviewer, to ask you this very simple question. So here, while answering this, people give lots of answers, very different answers, and obviously there would be various answers, because it's a very open-ended question. But with my experience, what I'm here to tell you, that how you can keep your answer different from other, very precise, very short, at the same time being covered all required pointers which an interviewer wants to listen. So today what I'm going to do in this video, I'll tell you how to answer this question, and for that I'll give you few pointers, few headings which are supposed to be covered in this your answer, in your self introduction para. And how we are going to practice this, that after giving you these pointers, I'll give you an self introduction, you can say like a demo kind of, which I will be giving as a, if someone has asked me that introduce yourself, and what would I say after considering all those pointers. I'll give you that one para also. And after that, I want you all to note down all those pointers, note it down, literally note it down. And after considering all those pointers, write down your one own introduction para also, and practice it for few times. And I want you to all, whoever is watching and following these steps, just write down that para in my comment section. I'm going to review each and every comment section and going to give feedback individually to everyone. So just take little effort, it will take just few minutes. Note down all the pointers, follow the what I am going to give as a sample introduction para, listen that by considering all these pointers, note down your own para, practice it for few times, mention in my comment section, and wait for my feedback. I'm very sure that within 24 hours of your comment, I'll be reverting to all the comments. Okay, so here we can start with the like how to give the your self introduction para. What are the pointers to be include? First of all, I'll mention just pointers, then I'll be explaining you about those pointers, then I'll be giving you sample introduction para. So your interview para has to be started with greetings, thanks them, name, place, personality, highest qualifications, skills and experience, your hobbies, your family, and thank them by doing end part. These are just pointers which has to be included in your introduction para. Now, as I have told you these pointers, but I understand you need little explanation of all these pointers to draft your own para. So here I'm going to explain you in very short all these pointers. If any of the pointers you are not understanding, just comment me. I'll explain you in detail also those pointers. Here I'm going to explain you in very short. So as I started with the very first head pointer was greet them. So when your interviewer asks you that, can you introduce yourself? Then very politely, very gently tell them that, thank you sir or madam, thanks for giving me opportunity. I'm very blessed that you allowed me to introduce myself. That's how you can greet them and thank them. Whatever is the time, according to that you can greet them. Then you mention your name has to be full name. Then you mention your place is a very important part here. Why I'm telling you that, in this place pointer you have to mention three things, three location. These three locations can be same also, can be different also. I'll tell you how. One location is your current location where you are currently staying. It can be temporary, it can be permanent. Second is your permanent or else native location. Third is your preferred location. Preferred location is very important in any job, because according to that they will decide whether you are suitable for that opening or not, because whether that or at that particular location opening is there or not. So greeting done, thank them done, their name, place done. Then come to your personality. Personality is very important part, and it can be spoken for hours, but I want you guys to put it very short. Like someone can be creative, someone can be goal oriented, someone can be focused. Try to keep it very short. If interviewer asks you to explain, then only explain, otherwise do not explain, just keep it in few words only. It's all about your personality, what are your good qualities is about, which is relevant to this job. Once you are done with your personality, as you are coming then to highest qualification. While answering this highest qualification pointer, many students, many candidates does this mistake that they go on very basic part, that I did 10 standard, I did. It's not required. Everyone knows that you have done your 10 standard. That is why you could complete your masters or engineering or whatever is your highest qualification is. So always when you are doing introducing your educational highest qualification part in introduction para, that time just mention your what is your the highest recent degree you have. If interviewer wants to know, that person will ask, and then you can explain it. Otherwise it's not required at all. So just mention your highest qualification and move to next pointer, that is skills and experience. Skills, I would like to say you that go through thoroughly the JD before appearing to this interview, and ensure that whatever your skills are there and whatever the skills required for this JD, whatever what are those skills which belongs to you and are common here in JD, I would like to say you that highlight those skills more and mention those skills. Then mention your years of experience, companies, industries explored, and what are the various specific categories you have worked for. Highlight those parts. Here you are done with your skills and experience. Once skills and experience are done, then you will be moving to your family introduction part. Keep it in very short, no need to go in detail that what each and every person of your family are doing, who are your relative, who are, no need to cover all this. Be very specific, keep it to only your blood relation, that is your parents, both the parents and your real siblings. That's it. No need to go in so detail. Keep it very simple, very short, and very much focused. And then you will come to your hobbies. I would like to say you here, many people gets excited that I do this, I do that, I do this. No need to mention lots of things. You have to keep it very specific, either one or max two things which are very close to your heart, that I just love to do this. That only you mention it. Because what happens sometimes, you can mention all those activities also which you do once in a 6 month, a year, something like that, and we'll mention that also. So what happens in that case, interviewer might get confused, or might get misunderstood by your statement, and he or she, interviewer, can assume it like that, that you are so much involved in your other activities and you are not focused on your work. So that what gives a negative impact of saying multiple hobbies into your introduction part. So I'll suggest that do not say all this. Whatever is your very specific, very loved hobby, and which you do on regular day to day basis, that only mention. Do not mention more than one, max to max two. Do not never do more than two. It's too much for an interviewer to listen. If interviewer wants to know, then you can answer that time that I like to do in other these things, but I do it very occasionally, either once in a 6 month, once in a year, like that. That's how you can answer that part, but be very specific that I do it occasionally, not regularly. That will give a good impact of you. So you can see completed family part, you completed your hobbies part. Now it's time to say them thanks by doing your closing statement. That's all about your interview para. So now I'm going to give you a sample introduction part which you can refer it, and I want you to note down all these pointers which I have told you. Pause the video, do however you want to do. Pause these videos and note down all these pointers. Now listen the sample intro para which I am going to give you, and understand all that. Write down your own para, introduction para, and practice it few times, and write down it in my comment section. As I told you, I'm going to review all the comment section. I'm going to check each and every intro para. I'm going to give feedback on each of that individually. Within 24 hours of your comment, you'll be getting your feedback on the same. So don't worry. And now as I told you, I'll be giving my sample introduction para. So here it is. Hello sir, thanks for giving me opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Neha Singh. Currently I am staying at Mumbai. My preferred location and my native location is also Mumbai itself. I am a very creative and goal-oriented person. I have master's degree in HR from Wellinger Institute. I have 10 plus years of experience into HR with various industries. I like to do reading and creating videos on social sites in my free time. That's my hobbies. There are two in my family other than me, that's my parents. And that's all about me. Thank you. So here was the sample video of self introduction para. I hope you have a basic rough idea about how to introduce yourself. Now as I have told you earlier also in the video, that do follow the pointers, do follow the sample intro para given by me. Write it down, practice it few times, mention in comment section. I'm going to review it all the comment section. Within 24 hours of your comment section, I'm going to revert on the same by giving feedback. If anything is required, I'll ask you to change that. If nothing is required, I'll tell you. If it's perfect, you can go ahead with that. And be connected to my YouTube channel as well as on Instagram and Facebook. All the links I'm giving in caption of the same video. As this is the interview series I'm uploading, so this is the another video, and soon more videos will be coming on the same series. So be connected, keep following, keep learning, keep cracking in interviews. See you.